To me, being a refugee is also being an alchemist. These are individuals who lost everything and from nothing are able to manifest so much. And I think surviving displacement should be celebrated. My name is MEYMUNA HUSSEIN-CATTAN. I'm the founder and executive director of the TIA Foundation. Right now, we're at my restaurant, Flavors from Afar, in Little Ethiopia. Little Ethiopia is one of the first African enclaves in California. It's a strip here in Los Angeles. To me, establishing a restaurant here in Little Ethiopia made sense with my journey because my parents are refugees from Ethiopia. They had fled in the 70s, and I was born in a refugee camp in Somalia in 1980. It just felt like a full circle to even have the opportunity to find this space and to establish a restaurant on the street. I employ former asylum seekers and refugees that were displaced, and the reason why that's personal to me is because I know firsthand that you want to preserve your dishes from back home. It helps you feel connected to your homeland. The main mission of Flavors from Afar is to help immigrant chefs, especially women, and to provide a platform to celebrate their cuisines.
Oh, I love it. It's different. You can eat different food. You can meet different people.
I feel MEYMUNA has given refugees the opportunity to experience themselves with the community. Just an opportunity to be who I am, represent my Palestinian cuisine as a refugee with people from all over the world. And this is just a gift.
It's nice to give everyone a platform to be celebrated, to be seen. Our chefs receive 5% of the gross sales throughout the month. We provide them headshots, we curate their menu, we provide marketing for them. So there's a whole package ready to go. So by the end of the month, if they want to continue to pursue maybe a catering business or pursue working in another restaurant, they have a portfolio that's been created. What I hope for the communities and the chefs that we work with is that becoming an entrepreneur is possible and that they do have talents and gifts to contribute. And a lot of people have a desire and need to try their dishes. For so long, I felt invisible, and there wasn't spaces that were ever appropriate for me to talk about my family's refugee journey. So it's just something that was kind of in the backdrop, but you don't talk about the experience, you don't talk about the PTSD at home, you don't talk about the struggles and the obstacles. To finally have the chance to talk about these difficult topics and celebrate people after displacement and really humanizing their stories, celebrating their cuisines, that really means a lot. So while I do this for others, I too get the chance to feel seen and celebrated.
Refugees are a very, very important part of our society. They have skills, they have feelings, they have experiences, they have history, they have families. Flavors from Afar is one of the structures or one of the platforms that showed that, and proved that, and shows refugees to the world in a more powerful and more beautiful image. But there are so many layers to that refugee, and has to be seen.
I think people misunderstood, like they come from a different country, they're different. But we're not different, we're all the same.
After 11 years of ups and downs, I would love to just have a sabbatical, to travel back home to Ethiopia, to see my relatives, to see my grandma who's in Nairobi.
Hey everyone, today I'm about to give a huge surprise to MEYMUNA, founder and owner of Flavors from Afar, a restaurant that employs refugee chefs from all around the world.
Hi,
So nice to meet you.
So what's the TIA Foundation?
TIA means my love in my family's language. We're refugees from Ethiopia, and our nonprofit was established to help newly arrived refugees and immigrants that are starting over here in the US.
And how did the restaurant branch from the nonprofit?
The restaurant was inspired by survival. I hit a point where I had to think about sustainability. The best way to do that is by using the resources that are around you already. We're already surrounded by talented people who have food from all over the world. So I launched as a catering service originally. It just, took off from there.
I want to thank you so much for sharing your story and your experience with us. And since you do so much for your community, we actually want to give you something. Zelle is going to send you $3,000 to continue the amazing work you're doing.
Oh.
And thanks to Zelle, it will be in your bank account in minutes. So we want to thank you so much. Come here. You're incredible.